I'm doing good, Madhav. It's always good to be back after a season finale, especially as exciting as it was in Russia. I am very excited to see what will happen in Australia. There's a huge shift in drivers, the teams are shuffled up, we'll get to see a lot of teamwork, and we have a new type of challenge this week. So, I'll. Yeah. Okay, so basically we have our LOS Challenger series. In the Challenger series, we just wanted there to be, a bit more adventure, a bit more competition between the drivers. And so basically every full-time driver has been given 500 sandbags, pertaining to the theme of our Discord. And they can bet their sandbags in race position, penalties at the end of the race, and qualifying position. Here for this week in T1 we have TBK versus Hushrav for race position betting 200 sandbags, Racing Gupta versus Vivix race position betting 100 sandbags, Shadow Sword versus Ramanitic race finishing position 50 sandbags, Ramanitic versus Naismith quali challenge 300 sandbags, Shadow versus System penalties at the end of a race 100 sandbags, Kavudi versus Nay quali 75 sandbags, Nay versus Dunkin Donuts race 50 sandbags. So basically, how this works is the incentive here for the drivers is that at the end of the season, whoever has the maximum number of sandbags will be given a boost. I am not sure what it is since it's only privy to the league directors, but I'm sure it'll be quite worth it.
Yeah, it should be. That is very interesting, and that just spices up the racing. People are racing for bragging rights as well, and not just points. And that's always an added incentive to do well in the race. So, as you said, there are about 6 or 7 different challenges or rivalries this weekend to look out for. So, we'll do that, especially in the race, but in qualifying as well. I think it is Ramonatich and Naismith for 300
It,
and
yeah,
Kabodi and Naismith as well. So Naismith, if he wants to win both challenges, he has to outqualify
both of them.
Kabodi as well as Ramonatich, and that is not easy at all.
It should be interesting. I think Hushrav is on a hot lap. I'm not sure. I'll try going to him. People are just coming out of the pits, and I can see a huge mix of strategies. Madhav, I haven't. Oh, someone spun. I am Rahul spun already. I haven't really driven this track, so I'm not really sure about the strategies. But what do you think will be the idle strat?
Well, I think people would go for a softs to mediums here. I know previous games are favoring a strategy of softs to hards, but I think if you can stretch those soft tires until lap 10, maybe even 11, if the tire can hold on, I think soft to medium would be a good strategy around here. But yeah, if there's an early safety car, people might dive into pits for the hard tires. Overtaking is quite difficult on this track, so those hard tires may come in handy.
Well,
And
there's plenty of
interestingly, I
people on
see
the
people
mediums as
on the
well.
mediums. Yeah, there are a lot of people. In fact, almost half the field is on the mediums. So let's
Always
see if
good to
someone
see
is
a
trying
mix.
mediums or softs. Husser is not on a lap, by the way. He was weaving around a lot.
Oh,
So maybe this is going to be his lap as he's
okay. I was
just
just on
through the
board with
front
Gupta and a McLaren was spun on track. I think Racing Gupta is just finishing his lap. He's in the third sector, and Hushra was indeed on a banker lap at least. A
Yeah, he
125.7 is
was
a
on a
banker.
banker. Yeah, it is, and quickly displaced by Black Charizard. But now Husser seems to be on a proper lap, and he's attacking a lot of corners with a lot of aggression. One of the
Um,
fastest drivers in
Racing
the
Gupta with the
division, I believe.
123. I was just on board with him as he was crossing. Now I'm on board with Hushrav as he goes through the second sector. He goes purple sector 1. I'm not sure if it's correct. The game can glitch a lot, but let's hope for it.
It
But
looked
meanwhile,
like Kavudi
Kavudi with a 121.7 on
21.7,
softs.
and Ramanatich on the mediums is 4 tenths away. So Kavudi getting the upper hand in that challenge. No, it was Kavudi
It was
and
Kavudi and Naismith. Naismith is
Naismith.
on
My
a
bad. Yeah.
hot lap. Let's look at him. Okay, he's in sector 2. I am not sure if he. Yeah, he's weaving a lot. He's not on a hot lap.
So Hosha has one sector to go, three corners practically, and he will be finishing his lap. It's been a decent lap so far, but I think this is still maybe a banker, and
As
he'll
he
be
comes
wanting to
across
go
on the
much
straight.
faster.
Let's see. It's hard to get a proper lap on the mediums in quali, you know. It, that was a decent lap, 122.2. He is quite close to Ramanitic. Kavudi is on the softs. I don't think that's a good sign for Kavudi. What's the delta between softs and mediums for this track?
I have no idea, but I would like
Oh,
to
I
think
got
it is
that.
5 or 6.
That was very unfortunate. Fly plays grid penalty for Hushrav.
Oof.
Drama
Was it
already.
contact with someone?
Yeah. I think Hushrav must have stopped to let the McLaren by, and the McLaren wanted tow, so there was contact. That's pretty unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. He was looking good
Yeah,
in
Hushrav was working
P3,
hard for that
and
P3.
yeah, but now he has to work even harder. But even if he gets the pole position here tonight, he'll have to start from P6
Yes.
or lower. So that has compromised his race a little bit.
Unfortunately,
But
we don't remove,
let's see what
grid place
happens.
penalties.
Oh,
Shah
Shah
has
has
retired
retired.
on the softs.
And I'm just on board with Hushrav, and there you go, Shah's car. So maybe he lost traction
Ah,
at
I
the
was on board with
exit.
Naismith. Yeah, he clearly lost traction on that exit. It's all about, it's a long straight. You do need to get a good exit, but if you're too eager, it's very easy to crash into the wall.
Yeah,
Oh, Nais.
and
I feel like the track's getting really crowded really fast because I'm looking at drivers having a lot of close calls.
yeah, it is, and especially sector 3, it's very difficult to let someone through as well, even if you're not on a hot lap.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty
such a narrow
difficult. You
section
know,
of the track.
you won't prefer going on grass just before your hot lap, but at the same time you
Exactly.
have to give your and everyone has different lines.
On board with HUP right now in the beautiful Haas, and he's P7, but I think that was a lap which he just put to
HEP has
shed
is
some
improving
fuel.
by 0.7 seconds just in the first
Yeah, so
sector.
it's improving massively, and now he'll approach that corner, which got a lot of drivers out in the last game. I think it's a bit easier in this game. The left, right, high speed chicane
I
goes on to the
I
seventh gear
personally
for
found
that.
it a bit difficult on the right. The car gets a bit unstable, if you don't take it properly. Then there's the
Yeah,
fine line
it does.
between what you can cut and what you can't.
Oh, that's always there, especially on that corner. I think that the inside curb on the right hander. That's something which
I think in this
oh,
game,
actually is coming back in the
HVP,
pits.
yeah, he just invited it, I think. No, he didn't invite it, he just gave up. And I would just like to say that Naismith has set 2 laps on the mediums and he is nowhere close to Ramanitic and Hushrav and Kabudi. That's not looking
Is he
good for
doing
him.
just race runs right now, Naismith?
He did challenge
Because
people for quali, I hope not.
oh, system
System has
retired, and that
retired.
is the first victim
I'm trying
of
to.
the left-right high-speed chicane. Just
Oh,
at the exit of that, so I'm pretty sure he
that's
was
pretty
riding
unfortunate.
that curb and his luck very
The car
hard.
does jump there if you ride the inner curb.
Yeah, it does. So as it stands, Stretch Assist, is that his debut in IRL? Sorry, is
LOS,
that his
yes.
debut in
I
LOS?
think so.
Yeah, so
I
that's a
might be
good start
wrong,
to
honestly.
his LOS career. Right, as Smith Shah says hello. Smith Shah are tier 2 champion of last season, so he'll be racing tomorrow, and
Let's see.
he has
He'll be
challenged
defending
me, but
tomorrow.
yeah, look at the audacity of this guy. He's challenging me. That's easy 80 sandbags he'll have in his kitty after qualifying is over tomorrow. But yeah, he's challenged me for a qualifying position. So, but yeah,
Let's see. That
fair
should be
play.
interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
We hope to
Alright,
get
so
a
let's see
championship
who's
out of
on
you,
a
Malav.
lap. So Ramanitic is just going to start a lap. Manan, if you want to
Let's
go
go on
on
board
with
with him. I am on board with him. Take us through the lap.
Alright, so Ramanitic now to the final corner and on the main straight. Let's see what Giri goes down to. He keeps it in 6th. I expect drivers to be in 5th. But that's a very aggressive turn 1 and 2. He has 2 cars in front of him. Let's hope they don't really hold him up. VFX is just exiting the pits. He should be moving out of the pretty soon, and he does perfectly. That is very nicely done from VFX. And through the left-hander where you have to ride a curb a lot, through the right-hander you have to ride a curb a lot, and through the first sector split, he's purple and up by almost 4 tenths. He has Kavudi, the provisional pole sitter, in front of him right now. Kavodi should move out of the way, and he does. And Ramanatich has a clear run for the next braking zone, riding the curve once again, but that was very nicely done. I think he's improving more still as HVP is also. There's a lot of traffic for Ramanatich in this lap, and HVP is moving out of the way just about now, and he's up by 7 tenths. Look at, so that's a delta, Manan. You were asking about
That's
the delta.
amazing.
You can see 2 sectors, he's gained 7 tenths already. And in the third sector, where there are a lot of slow corners, you might expect Ramanatich to be in clear by a second maybe of his current time. Right now goes down to the third gear, and now just one corner to navigate before he can launch the car on the main straight. Sticks to the left of the track and across the line. This could be a provisional pole for him.
Wow,
20.9.
that's
And
amazing.
that's an improvement of 1.2 seconds, Manan.
That's
on his
almost
medium.
a second of Kavodi.
Yeah, and a second off Kavodi, 8 tenths to be precise. So that is a very
I
good
do
sign.
have something to say. You know, you were saying that there's traffic, but a lot of that traffic was helping him. You know, Kavudi and HVP, both of them gave some amount of slipstream, some amount of tow to him because they were, you know, ahead of him on a straight. They let him go on a straight. I think that might have helped him a
Probably, yeah.
bit.
Maybe it's difficult to say on this track. It's the corners are quite, they're not separated by long straights. So I'm not sure if it helped him or maybe there was some dirty air. So maybe all in all, it just evened out. I think Racing Gupta is on a lap.
I was on board with
And
Kavudi. Actually, Kavudi is on a lap. He's just in the second sector going through that left and right.
has gone
He is
5 tenths
zero point 0.4
faster as
seconds
well.
up. He might just be challenging Ramanitic.
Well, the advantage he has right now doesn't seem to be enough. He needs to have a very, very
He can secure a
quick third
P2.
sector. Yeah, that's definitely possible. Shadow Sword, meanwhile, popped up in P3. We never noticed that.
Wow,
Ahead
that's
of
an
Husham.
underdog.
And Husham in the pits is on those mediums that time was. And now Kavudi
Kavudi
is going
just
to
coming
finish
across the line. That's not enough. That's not even close. 0.4 seconds still.
four, 4 tenths off. Where is Racing Gupta? It's going to cross. Oh, he has invalidated Racing Gupta.
Oh,
So it
that's
was
very
going to
unfortunate.
be
He
4
had
tenths
improved quite a
faster.
lot.
Yeah, that would have put him P7 or P8. But
VFix meanwhile
in fact, that
just
would have.
through the first. Oh, he did move out. I am not sure. VFix hasn't put a good lap. I was expecting a lot from him. He was the runner-up from
I
in
think
last season.
that's. Yeah, he was. And I think there's still time to go in this session. And P7 is not a bad bad place to start.
Look
And
at how
he
close
probably would have
P4 to
seen.
P9 are. They're all under a second. Oh, TBK just
It's
spun.
very close.
He lost traction out of a corner. I caught that. That's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm just watching his. Oh, he is.
Duncan
Duncan
Donuts
Donuts is
retired.
retired. And that's not in the pits, that's on the track where just TBK was passing, maybe?
I can't really find him. I'm trying to. I think the car must have disappeared by now.
Yeah, now it has. But I thought that was on the track, so maybe he just lost his car somewhere.
It is possible. We have seen it. Shah, System, Duncan, Stretch Artist. Oh, okay. Yeah, he is a victim of the left right. I just saw him. I was on board with Racing Gupta. He's a victim of that left right corner. That's pretty unfortunate. I hope it doesn't claim any more victims. Oh, and I am Rahul just invalidated. Racing Gupta has improved by almost a second, passing the first sector. That's
So I think
wow.
that would be his in lap. That is a second lap on the same set of tires, so I don't think he'll be putting a hot lap, at least on this set of tires now.
Yeah,
You
he
can see
slowed
he's 4
down. He
tenths
slowed down massively. He
coming
lost a
back
lot
in
of
the
time.
pits now. I am Rahul. Is he going for another one? No, he's coming back in the pits. Naismith has improved, or has he? He's gone 1.4 seconds faster, but I think he's going for another run. So
He is on
this
another
is for
run.
the qualifying challenge, and
He has to work
as it
really
stands,
hard.
both his challenges are in P1 and P2, so that's how difficult this is. And let's see across
He's almost
the
2
first set
seconds
of,
off his challenges.
yeah, but now he's on those very, very grippy soft tires, and flinging his Ferrari, which I will drive tomorrow, Manan. It seems like
That should be fun.
uh,
I
a
hope I
good
can
car
get
to
a
drive
seat for
around this
tomorrow.
track. Right, so Naismith through the second sector split and is down, so this is not going too well for him right now.
He
Still
took
has
that
time to
left
redeem
and yeah,
this.
he's weaving. Maybe he's going for another lap.
Yeah, this is his second out lap, it seems like. He's just preparing his tires as Jin is giving us the information that VFix is driving with racing line off. Manan, have you ever tried that on this game or any other
Honestly,
games
I
that
did
can
try it. It looks really, really clean. You can concentrate on the track way more, but it's just difficult. It's very difficult to deal with the braking points.
Yeah,
Personally,
absolutely, and especially in a league racing scenario where the field is
yeah.
so close,
No, personally, I
I
would think the
don't know
biggest
how
problem is
to do
when you're
that.
racing side by side. You try to push as much as you can. You try to, extend your brake as late as possible. But while doing that, if you miss your braking point, you'll collect the guy with you. You know, it's pretty dangerous if you do it wrong. It's pretty dangerous if you can't practice enough.
Yeah, if you break even 20 meters late on some corners, you can, or 20 meters too early for some
Yeah,
corners, you can be a danger to others who are battling you. But yeah, that's probably one of the hardest assists to, to get rid of
that is
on the
true.
F1 games.
ABS off, traction off, all of them. It's a bit doable, but there's nothing you can do with racing line except, just practice and learn the track. And especially
It
Australia
also
isn't a
requires
common
a lot
track.
of,
Not
yeah, and it
a lot
also
of leagues
requires,
do
as you
it.
said, a lot of practice.
Yeah,
Racing line off. With racing line, you can just, it's almost like a plug and play. You pick up the track and you know where to brake, and other lines you're fairly familiar with. But Ramonetich is going even faster, Manan. 2 tenths clear of his first sector time.
I
Are
am
we
on
going
board
to
with
see
him.
a low? Yeah, are we going to see a low 120s here? As Kavodi behind him has also started a lap. But my God, this guy, he
These
is
guys,
fast.
I think that Naismith might be regretting his decision right now, considering he's in P15.
Oh yes, Tanishq in front of him.
Oh, that was just so close. Noobshan retired, but we can't get on board with that. I think he retired in the pits.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's in the pits, so should be fine. Now Ramonetich, I said in the
I
low
hope he doesn't lose any
120s,
time.
but
Oh
he's
my
gonna head
god,
up again.
that
That has been a messy
Haas.
lap. Yeah, that
He's having a
HUP
very
trying to move.
unfortunate lap.
Yeah, and across the line he goes. It would be a
He
massive
still
feat, and
improved.
it is. It still improves. This
Malav, that
man is a
just
freak
tells
of
you how
nature.
much he would have improved without those. He would have gone to the
Yeah,
low 20s.
yeah, definitely. And HUP meanwhile has just started his lap.
I
Behind
am
him,
on board
V6
with
is also
Kabudi
on a
as he
hot lap.
almost comes across the line. He's starting a lap. He
Yeah, he's
just
starting
started a
one
lap.
overflow. So I think starting on, or rather doing 2 out laps seems to be very popular here. And let's
HUP
see
is
what
barely
HUP.
improving. He is in P3, a bare improvement might just get him P2. And Chado got a 5 grid penalty, 5 place grid penalty. I'm sorry for that.
Yes, he did, and he collided with Tanishq Kiran at the hairpin of turn 3. I just saw that
I hope
on my
they don't.
screen.
Someone was off track.
So
Kavudi's coming
that
through
was
that
Tanishq.
section. HVP has lost time while entering the third sector.
Yeah, so he's not improving. What about VFX?
Kavudi is
VFX is up
barely
by 5
improving.
tenths.
VFix is quite possibly getting a podium. Podium, not a podium, like a P3 start.
If
Uh,
he can get this advantage, he would be in the 121s maybe, and he might challenge Shadow Sword for that P5 across the line. He
he
goes,
got
yes,
P4.
he was ahead of him and Kimbil Pandey. So that was a very, very beautiful third sector, I must say.
Kavudi is
Yes, he
just
moved
coming
across the
across.
line,
Oh,
P3.
Kavudi lost it and he invalidated.
And Racing Gupta, P3, what a lap from him.
That's
Kavodi, I
amazing.
don't think was improving enough to be beating Ramonetich, and he would be thanking his stars. Racing Gupta did not beat him. Look at the gap, 6 thousandths of a second
That's very.
between P2 and P3. So
I
I
feel
think that's
bad for
qualifying
Kavudi
done.
though. He was improving to a certain extent. Maybe he might have improved enough to get Ram, but he just lost it out of that second last corner.
Yeah, but still 6 tenths off Ramonetich, who was arguably held up twice on his lap. So
Yeah,
add at
definitely.
least 3 or 4 tenths to that lap. So that would have been
Easily.
a monster of a lap from
The
Ramanatich.
funny thing
And I
is,
think that's
both the
qualifying well.
Haases were the ones interfering.
Yeah, it was both the Haas's, HVP and TBK. But yeah, we move on. I think that's the end of qualifying, Manan.
Yes, I think Shadow
Ramanatich has
Sword's car is just going into the pits and Ramanitich's car is just going into the pits. So I hope that this gets over.
Yeah, I think it should
Meanwhile,
be.
Naismith lost both of his challenges by a huge margin.
Yes, he did. So he'll be donating what is
He will be donating
totaling
approximately.
to be 375 sandbags out of 500, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So that's
Wait, did he
not a
beat
great
Dunkin'
way to start a
Donuts?
season.
He
I
did.
think
So
that's in the
he's
race.
getting 50.
That's in the race. That's
Oh,
in the
that's in the
race,
race. I
Manan. So
apologize.
yeah, we need to
So
see
he still
that.
has a redemption
But
arc.
yeah, absolutely, and he can get some of those back. And yeah, that's qualifying over.
So I'll get through
Ramanatich
the
is on
grid.
pole.
It's Ramanatich
Yeah,
on pole, Kavudi, Racing Gupta, HVP, Vifix, Kilbil Pandey, Shadow Sword, Hushraf, Black Charizard, and URL Ethan. That's our top 10. I think Shadow Sword, Hushraf, and URL Ethan have 5 place grid penalties. That's a huge
yep.
shift.
They do. Yeah, so imagine someone like Sketartist, Tanesk, they will be starting in the top 10. I think I am Rahul as well, but they will have tire choice. So
What tires do you
that's
think like the people out of the top 10 will be starting on? Mediums or softs?
well, if it were me, I would definitely start on softs on this track, but you never know. These are tier 1 drivers, and they definitely know more about racing than me. So
That is
we'll wait
true.
to see. I will not be surprised if I see someone on the hards as well. Although it is a bit of a strange decision to do that, but you never know.
Personally
Someone want to
speaking,
start on hards.
I think, considering all the corners and the amount of grip required, the
Mhm.
hards will be too slow as compared to the softs, they lose a lot of times in the first stint.
Yeah, I agree. But if you're in a good position, so let's say someone like a TBK, he'll be what
He's
P7 or
on,
P8,
yeah, that is
and
true.
if he can just stick with those soft runners, he'll start that position because of grid penalties in front of him.
Were the grid
So,
penalties applied or will they be applied? I'm not
yeah,
sure of that.
yeah, they'll be applied on the
Oh.
formation lap. So those cars, Hushrav and Shadow Sword and Ethan will not start in P7, was it? Yeah, there you
Yes,
go.
TBK
TBK
is
P9,
P9, Shadow Sword is
P8.
P10, Ethan is P15.
And there you go. TBK on the hearts, I told you.
Wow.
TBK on the hearts, I called it. Now give me my 1,000 sandbags, Manan. But look at that. That's the first prediction out of the way.
Damn,
TPK on the
Madhav.
hards, and that is not surprising. You know why? Because if he can stick with those hard runners, he has a brilliant strategy. Because if it's an early safety car, let's say lap 7, lap 8, he can pit and go onto the mediums. If it is a slightly late safety car, he can go on the softs. So it gives him so many options. The only thing which he should be worried about is like the likes of Shadow Sword and Rahul behind. If we can get a good launch of the line and stay in that P8, P9, P10 territory, this won't be that bad for him maybe. But yeah, only time will tell. But very brave decision,
Madhav,
and
what my worry here
actually
is?
happy.
My worry
Yeah.
is the lap 1 carnage because Shadow Sword is aggressive and he will be aggressively trying to get ahead of a hard runner. There might just be contact. Might. I hope not. I really do. But you never know because
Yeah,
the
it's
right
possible.
left
Theoretically, he's on the
sequence.
faster tire.
No, the right left sequence does, um, have an advantage for the soft tire runners, and the hards will definitely be struggling. I am assuming TBK will be trying to, get heat into those tires, but it would not be easy.
Yeah, it won't be that easy. Tire temperatures are always an issue on those hard tires, and Shadow
Mala,
Sword
before the race
on
starts,
the
I think we should go through this. TBK and Hushrav have a race position for 200 sandbags. Racing Gupta and VFix have for 100 sandbags. Shadow Sword and Ramanatic for a 50 sandbag race. And Naismith and Dunkin' Donuts for 50. While Shadow Sword versus System is penalties at the end of the race for 100 sandbags. Okay, now let's go. Let's, I'll hide the UI.
Yeah, take us through the start, Manan.
I am desperately yeah, now this is a better view. The game isn't giving me a good view of the start. I
Yeah,
can't
it
see.
will just wait until it's sorted and then just go back to that.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, there you go. You should get a good view now. Go to
Yes.
Kavodi or Racing Gupta.
4 lights, 5 lights. Lights out and away we go. I think Ramadic got a good start through and I'm a bit stuck. Yes, now I'm getting... Okay, that Alpine, I'm not sure whoever it is, got an amazing start leading the race. It's Kavudi to Ramanatich to Racing Gupta to HVP, Vifix, and there's so much happening here. HVP gaining positions. Rahul is already retired. A Red Bull, what I'm not sure. And Shadow Sword got a 5
Safety
second for
car.
TBK. I told you there might be contact. TBK is struggling, and he is gaining
Yeah,
positions. TBK is P8. What's happening back there?
he's
Everyone's.
P8.
It's a safety
I'm
car.
not sure if he has damage. And he's letting people go. What is he doing,
He
TBK? I
might
think
be
the
getting
game is
that
about.
illegal overtake message. The game does
Yeah,
that.
there you
He
go.
got a 5 second for ignoring yellow flags. That's a lot of things happening.
Yeah, hectic start. Racing Gupta maintaining P3, but the lead has changed hands. And Kavodi now in the lead.
Kavudi really
Pandey, Jadeja
battling.
just sorting themselves out. Did V6 jump up? Anyone?
No,
Or was he always in
VFix
P5?
was there as KBP and VFix and Racing Gupta have maintained their positions and HVP as well. I will
Right,
see the
alright.
position. I
So,
will look at the positions changed. The position changes. It's
yeah, you're
between
right.
Kavudi and
Racing
Amanitic. Stretch Artist has lost 2 positions. Shah has lost 5 positions. System has gained 6 positions, and Ethan has gained 3 positions, while Nupshan has gained 2 positions. That's the sequence.
That's a safety car. I don't know if anyone will be in the pits. Maybe someone has damage. Oh, yeah, that's a McLaren in the pits. That's System. Shadow Sword and Hush. Oh, Shadow Sword in the pits. So is Hush also. I'm sure they have damage. Or maybe they're just trying to get rid of those
TBK did not have
penalties.
damage.
Azun in the pits as well. Yeah, so TBK continues. Azun in the pits. Shah in the pits. That is 6 drivers in the pit lane, Manan.
That's pretty
Very busy pit
surprising.
lane.
I'm trying to
Oh,
look at the
and
tires. Dunkin' Donuts is having a wing change, and he's going for the mediums, or the yeah, he's going for the mediums. Shadow Sword went for the mediums as well. System Shadow Sword was on the medium. System went for the softs. Hushram went for the mediums.
Shadow was on softs. He now is on mediums.
Okay.
Now
Azun
I'm
is on
not
the mediums.
sure.
Shah
Yeah,
is
Azun
just
on the
coming out of the
mediums.
pits, and he's on softs.
Softs. He's on softs. But look at all the time penalties just being removed, except for TBK and stretch assist where they have not pitted.
TBK
So
are
that's
hard
probably a
runner in
smart thing to
P8.
do. Yeah, and let's see. He'll have to serve his 5 seconds because he has yet to make a pit stop. So there is no way he can contest that unless no safety car comes out after he pits. So that's the
He
only way he
must
can
be
get them
really
removed.
hoping for a safety car though, while because see the thing is we can't remove a 5 second. He has to pit once in the race and we can't remove a 5 second once it's served. I think that's the decision of the stewards because it just gets
Well,
very unpredictable.
if it's served under green flags and there are no safety cars, even then is it not removed?
I don't think so. See, Madhav, the
Right.
thing
Will
with
let
that is
stewards.
no, the thing with that is you're losing that 5 seconds, but you can't just arbitrarily add the 5 seconds because the people that have worked harder around you, you don't know what battles would have taken place. You can't really quantify that 5 seconds because 5 seconds on this
All
track
right,
is a
fair
lot.
enough.
On any track is a lot in an F1 car.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, let's just wait and watch. So TBK right now, he would be hoping for a safety car at around lap 13 or 14
Maybe
because
16.
that's that's the way he can. Yeah, sorry, lap 16 or something because that way he can stretch those hards and then pit onto softs directly. And by that time, the people ahead of him would have pitted for mediums.
Frankly,
So
the longer the safety car period is, the better it is for TBK. Because
not
look at
sure
the
because
soft
he would
runners
want
behind
those
him.
soft runners. Yeah, so and ahead of him, so he would want to try to battle and get some of those positions as well.
It might be
The
really
longer this
difficult
goes
for him
on,
to overtake. I just think that, if it's a safety car, then he's guaranteed that position.
yeah. So I think safety car should be in this lap.
Yeah,
And
the
as
bunch
Vedant
field has
Thakur
bunched
says
up.
hello,
Do you think Stretch
has-
Artist should have pitted? Because he's on mediums. He could have gone for the mediums, get the 5 second removed, and he'd still be in a good position.
yeah, but then he'll have to anyway pit again. So maybe it's just
Yeah,
he
but
didn't
then
want to
he
go
won't have to
on
serve the 5
hards.
seconds. Obviously, serving a 5 second under the safety car is better.
Correct, but then he would have lost positions, and if he has to pit anyway again,
I guess
making a pit
that's
stop
up to
in
the driver.
Australia. Yeah, it's up to the driver as well.
Yeah.
But I understand why he has not pitted. But anyway, let's see. Safety car should be in this lap, and Kavodi and Ramanatich will be battling once again. Kavodi fantastic off the line to get that.
That was amazing. I was not
basically-
expecting that. I actually thought that Ramanitic got a good start.
Yeah, I think he did got a decent start. I was not on board with him, but from the point of view where I had of other drivers, he did get a decent start. But Kavodi was lightning quick
Yeah,
with his reactions, and deservedly so is in the race lead. Now let's see what he does with the safety car restart, and he's allowing
Ram
the safety
seems
car
to
to
be
peel
backing
in,
up.
but yeah, the safety car is.
I am on board with Ram to
just
see.
about.
And Kavodi is gone. Kavodi is gone.
Yeah, it's gone. Gone.
He has a
Restart
great
from
lead,
Kavodi.
0.7 seconds. That's decreasing, but it's
Here
still a
goes
great lead.
VFX on HUP. Does VFX get him? He's
I don't
using
think
his
so.
battery to full effect.
It'll be a no.
It's forcing HUP into a mistake, and that's where he might capitalize down into turn 3. He's using his battery even more.
Oh,
Tanish,
Black Charizard
Black Charizard,
spun.
what happened to him?
Black Charizard spun.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's one more position for Tanishq. He's up into P7 now, but he has very, very fast and
Malav, but
Very-
case in point. Look. Oh my god, KBP spun.
Oh, Kilbil Pandey! Kilbil Pandey has
That's
DNF.
very
That's a crash.
unfortunate. He was in such a good position.
Yes, he was.
I can't believe my eyes,
yeah.
Malav. TBK is P6.
I told you starting on the horse might not be a bad idea. Let's hope there's not another safety car. We have not got even one racing
No, it's
lap
not a
so
safety car.
far.
It's not a safety car.
Yeah, I think the car should be cleared.
But case in
And
point,
he's
Malav, look at
racing
the
once
gap
again.
between Vifix and TBK.
Yeah, so now let's see what kind of defense TBK puts up. Stretch Artist is hot on his heels. And
Ethan
will
is
get
hot on
DRS.
Stretch Artist. It's hard to say that name.
Let's just call him Stretch. I think
Yes,
that should
Stretch.
be fine.
Stretch is
No one
fine.
else was named even remotely that on the
Yeah.
grid, so Stretch should be fine.
Ethan is
But
trying
yeah,
really
Ethan,
hard to get
will
him.
be very, very eager.
Oh, Ram with the fastest lap. Ram is trying. Do you think Ram should stay behind Kavodi till he gets DRS? Wait,
Till it
something
gets
happened.
DRS, yes.
Noobshan lost a position.
Nubshan and Hushrav. Yeah, Hushrav just overtook Nubshan for P11. And I think there was one more position change as well for the
I'm not
behind.
sure what that was. I
But
missed. No, I think that was
Naismith and
Dunkin'
System-
Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is falling down the order.
Yeah, and Naismith has been overtaken by System. So McLaren's running P8 and P9. And to answer your question, I think Ramanatich should go for the overtake as soon as he can. Yeah, maybe in DRS, but yeah, that's about it because he knows Racing Gupta, HUP, VFX.
No,
will be
but look at the
following that
gaps.
battle closely.
I have the intervals on, and the gap between Kavodi and Ram is half a second, and the gap between Racing Gupta and Ramanatich is 1.5 seconds. Ram can easily sit behind Kavodi because Kavodi is really fast.
Yeah, it is. And Racing Gupta losing further time to Ramanatich, and VFix and all that has overtaken HUP for P4.
The Haas boys P5 and P6. Let's go.
Yeah, and completely different strategies. Two different compounds which are on the either ends of the spectrum. As TBK now round of the final
DRS
corner.
enabled.
DRS has been enabled now.
I am on
Now
board
is
with
the
Ram.
two
I hope
best-
to see an overtake. He is close enough.
Nah, not this lap. Yellow flag. Oh, that's Black Charizard. Oh, that's Shah.
HVP.
That
what
should be the
happened?
time. What?
He spun
no,
out of the
it's the
first.
safety
Oh,
car,
one more
it
guy.
is.
Naismith.
Oh, Naismith. Oh my god. What just happened
All
there?
of them spun.
Wow.
Okay, I'll try. Oh,
Now
Shah
I
is
want to
battling the
see.
safety car. Shah is actually battling. Okay, I see HVP's and Naismith's car on the track. That was just a spin. That was a traction loss.
Yeah.
P4
Well,
and
now I want to see
P4
what the.
TBK.
Yeah, I think Kavudi and Dramonitics, one of them might just blink here and go for hards,
It's too soon,
but
even
it's
for the
too
hards.
soon. No, I think hards will last, but they'll be slow
You'll be
and
too
they'll be
slow
losing a
towards
lot
the
of
end.
positions. Yeah, and they'll be losing positions. So track position is absolutely key on this track. So, but I expect one of them to jump in. Maybe Racing Gupta. Can someone take a gamble here? Go on the
Someone
hards, run to
should.
the end.
Someone in the top 10 should take a gamble. I think soft runners. There's 6 soft runners.
Yeah, let's see. I'm
I think we
spectating
cursed
Kavudi
HVP.
right
We gave
now.
HVP the commentators curse because as soon as I said, the Haas boys 5 and 6, HVP just crashed.
Kavudi stays out. Ramanitis is in.
Okay, he
No, he
pulled the.
stays
No,
out.
he's
I think
not.
he faked his he's faked his entry. And
I,
he's just
he's trying to
stays
get Racing
out.
Gupta to go
Ethan is
in.
in. Ethan is in. Okay, Ethan is definitely in.
I don't see anyone going
Right.
in. Okay, one more guy. Azun is in.
Ethan. Yes. Ethan is in. Zoon is in as well. Ethan is on the medium, so he
Shah is
expects
in as
them to
well.
go to the.
How many pit stops has Shah made? Could you just check?
Yeah. That is his second pit stop now, so it's not a lot of pit stops.
No, but considering even if he goes for the mediums right now, he'll have to make one
He's going
more
on
stop.
softs. He's going on
What's it?
softs.
How many softs does he have?
Azun has gone on softs as well. So
Azun
all these
retired.
drivers
Azun
expect.
has 3 fresh pairs of softs because two, I think, because he retired in the quali. He didn't do the quali, and Shah did crash in
Right.
the quali, so I think they have softs. I'm still a bit concerned with the 5-second TBK has.
Yeah, probably this. I don't know if the mediums can run to the end, but
They can't.
it
They
seems like
definitely
escalation.
can't.
Yeah, it seems like escalation of commitment at this point. He just wants to make the strategy work, come hell or high water, and he's staying out. And I think the next time the safety car is out, and he would hope that at least there's one more safety car. He'll be diving in the pits, taking that 5-second penalty and getting rid of those hard tires for a fresh set of mediums.
Honestly,
probably try to-
looking at how the race is going, not trying to jinx anyone, but I'm expecting more DNFs. We've already had 4.
Right, we already had 4. You're right about that. And oh, that's very, very close between TBK stretch and system. And thankfully, no damage to either drivers. TBK is on AI, which
I'm a
might
bit
not be
confused.
optimum.
Tell me if I'm wrong. I just saw that system was between TBK and Stretch. Are these guys exchanging positions?
Not sure. I did see a couple of position exchanges, but I think they were just. I mean, I think they have reverted back to original position now.
Azul
so-
pit again for the softs.
Yeah. I think now he'll pit for mediums.
So did. No. Yeah, he pitted for the medium.
Yeah, there you go. Set of mediums.
Is that
for
a
Azul.
smart move though? Can the mediums? I don't know about the tire strat in this track. I haven't driven it, but it seems like a stretch. 21 laps on the mediums, even though 2 are under the safety
I think it's
car.
possible because I think it should be possible. If you pit on lap 10 or 11, you can make the mediums go to the end. This is lap 8, and there'll be at least one more. I think the safety car should be in this lap. So
No, it won't. Yeah, it
it's
should
a bit
be.
of a
Yes.
stretch. Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch, but I think he might make it work. And I mean, it's the Azun strategy. I've seen him do so many times now. It's not even surprising. Pitting twice under safety car to get rid of a tire compound.
That is true.
So it's not surprising at all, and it could work out, because
I hope it does.
the people ahead of him have to pit. A lot of people ahead of him have to pit. In fact, the
The
entire
soft
grid ahead
runners.
of him has to pit.
I am a bit confused what the top 3 are doing. 7 laps already on the softs. It's the hards are going to get prime timed by the time they decide to pit.
So let's see. I'm interested to see if TBK this time actually attacks the top 3 or just
Safety
keeps
car in this
defending
lap.
like last time. Yeah, safety car is in this lap, and Kavudi
Kavudi already
is
pushing
once
back.
again-
Okay, let's see. He's giving a lot of space to the safety car. That's always like what we like to see. Let's just see, Malav, what's happening. By the way, I would just like to mention that Naismith lost his race finishing position and
Oh,
quali challenges.
yes. That is. Is he running negative now?
I don't think so. He is positive because I don't know actually. Okay,
Cody has gone, by
Kabudi
the way.
just Kabudi has gone and Ram is close by, not that far behind. So is Racing Gupta, honestly. And I see an overtake. I think.
The
Yes,
stretch
that's
artist
an
and
stretch artist.
Reflex
On
has
we
gone
Fix and
wide.
stretch fighting. Who's getting the position? Hushrav is looking at
Has the
these two, and
inside
Hushrav
line.
might just go for. No, he decides not to. So does Vifix. Vifix is driving cautiously. Oh, Hushrav, that was close. System has gained a position. Stretch has fallen quite far
Yes, he
behind.
has. Because stretch, yeah.
System
Because,
is
oh, system
DNF'd.
retired. Oh, don't give me another safety car. Now I'll be really pissed at Codemasters if they give another safety car.
No, they're
I don't
not
want
giving
to
a
throw a
safety
safety car
car.
this kind of.
I feel bad. Whoever I talk about just crashes. Should I just not comment it?
Yeah, just say the Alpine driver, so the game doesn't know which driver to crash. But yeah,
Oh
that's
my
one
god.
McLaren out, and
TBK survives yet again.
he does, and he's holding on to Racing Gupta for now. I expect him to lose some performance
I don't. I
later on.
expect Racing Gupta to lose performance.
Yeah, in a couple of laps, yes, the soft tires
Stretch is
will be losing
2.7 seconds
performance.
behind. TBK is in a position to win the race.
Yeah, and Stretch is also holding up VFX, who has a moment coming out of that very fast right-hander,
Hushrav is
and
looking pretty
VFX.
angsty behind Vifix.
Yeah, and Shadow Sword losing positions there to Shah as well as Ethan. Now I think it's very important for Ramanatich to overtake Kavudi because now it is pit stop time
He's
in
still too
a couple
far.
of laps. So not on this lap maybe, but as a couple of laps go by when the DRS has been enabled, he would like to be ahead so he can. Oh, Kavudi just going so. He
That was
almost
close.
crashed into the
Yeah,
wall
that was
there.
close to the wall. And the gap is decreased so much. You know, if Ram keeps this up, he might just get him on the next DRS straight.
I'm not sure if DRS has been enabled. It will be enabled on the next lap, so he might have to wait for a while before he can take the
He can
race
use
lead.
ERS. I'm assuming they have a lot of ERS left.
Yeah, they would, considering it's just the second racing lap after the safety car
He's
came in.
pretty damn close.
And here he
He's
goes.
going.
Here he
He's.
goes.
I'm
Going
on
for it.
board with Ram, and he decides not to. He could have gone. He decides not to take that dive bomb. Kavudi seems to be struggling, honestly. He's on the edge.
Yeah, he is struggling. And
Shah overtook
has overtaken
Nubshan.
Nubshan for P8.
TBK is frankly holding on really well. Stretch Artist is still 2.5 seconds behind TBK.
There goes Ramanatich once again. This time he's going to
DRS
go for it
enabled.
down the inside.
Oh, he was too close. It was a good decision. He would have gotten a warning if not, you know. TBK
Oh,
overtook
Racing
Racing Gupta.
Yeah, Gupta made a mistake coming out of turn 2.
I was not
And
expecting that.
Yeah, I think he had Gupta definitely made a
Ram is
mistake.
damn close to
and
Kavudi though.
He is. And does he just pit at this point? I mean, he has to pit anyway. Does he just
I am not
undercut
sure,
Kavudi?
honestly.
Because it is-
He can
He's not able to
overtake and
get
then pit,
past.
you know, just to assert dominance.
Let's see, he'll have DRS on this back straight after the left
Shadow
right
Sword
chicane.
overtaking, and he was close. Noobshan and Shadow are fighting really, really close. Okay, I don't want to miss
He goes Shadow
Ram.
once again.
Can he get him? He can. No, the straight wasn't long enough. The straight wasn't long enough, sadly. Meanwhile, Shadow on Noobshan. Shadow Sword is going for the dive. He decides not to. That was close.
And Hushrav has overtaken VFX for P6.
Ram.
Ryan.
Kavudi made a mistake. Kavudi almost had a moment, and Ram has all the advantage he needs. He
He's
has
gonna take the
DRS, he has
Ramonetics,
ERS, and he's gotten the position. Meanwhile,
and
VFix,
he's
what
gonna
happened to
get.
VFix pit?
Yeah, VFX, does he have damage?
I don't know. Could you
Ramonetics will
just
have
check? I'm
second battle
too
of his
busy in
career.
the
Yeah, I'm
battles.
on board. Yeah,
Shadow
yeah,
Sword got
that
Noobshan.
is.
Noobshan might get Shadow, but no, Shadow is DRS.
So
Okay,
VFX
that's
pitting.
dive
Oh,
bomb from
Noobshan,
Black
what a dive
Charizard.
bomb!
Noobshan lost two
That,
positions in one DRS straight.
yeah, and that's a very, very controlled dive bomb by Black Charizard up into P10. V6 has pitted. Oh, Racing
Racing
Gupta
Gupta,
retired.
what
That is a
happened?
safety car, I think.
Oh, he
And
spun.
that's a safety car. Let's go, TBK on the
TBK for the
mediums.
win.
But you know what? Everyone will be pitting on the medium, so it's not really.
TBK's
So,
P3. What are you saying? It's perfect for the top three.
yeah, it's perfect. I'm just saying the people ahead of him will
It's
pit
perfect for the
anyway.
top five, be it. Look at the top five. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts, what happened?
That's under the
Oh,
safety
Dunkin'
car.
Donuts just skidded out. He spun out of the track. Okay.
And how unfortunate for VFix, he was on probably an outlap of Dreams. He didn't have a ring change, by the way.
He could have.
And
Yeah, he must be cursing himself. He should have pitted a
might
lap
have,
later.
yeah, might have jumped Hushrav, who had just overtaken him.
Now,
Oh,
oh,
Tanishq,
TBK,
oh,
come
Tanishq,
on. You got
no.
10 seconds,
Oh.
man. What are you doing?
Ah, that hurts.
That really hurts.
Who stays out? Hushrav stays out, by the way, despite this, because he wants to go on
I'm just sadly looking at TBK
soft
getting his
side.
tires
Don't
changed.
overtake the safety car, Hushrav. Thank you. Ethan has stayed out as well. Shadow has stayed out. Napshan has stayed out. Ramonetich, Kavodi, TBK, Shah.
TBK
Straight
didn't
on
lose a
the
position.
softs. Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, but
that
he
5
still has 5
seconds
seconds.
is not. Yeah, that's not going away. That's not going away at all.
TBK might be
That's
hoping for
PSA
another
seconds.
safety car, to go for the softs in the end and remove the 5 seconds.
Well, yeah, but he'll be losing a lot of positions, so I'm not sure he'll be able to make up those 5 seconds. But right, let's
Only
see.
time will
Stretch
tell.
assist. Stretch is on the softs, and I'm not sure if they will last the entire race.
Softs can't last more than 11 laps.
So he
That's
might
what
have.
my estimate is, because Ram and Kavudi were on lap 11 and they seemed to be pitting, and Vifix is pretty good with strategies, and I'm assuming he wanted to pull an undercut. That's why he pitted on lap 10.
Yeah, it's quite likely. And let's see if the safety car is coming in at the end of this lap. It might not.
It might. It's
because-
not definitely. Stretch, Vifix, and Black Charizard and even Azun. They're all too far behind.
Yeah, but you never know with this game. Sometimes it does give late instructions.
Could be, could be.
I
I think
hope the
it'll last
drivers
one
have
more lap,
prepared
then
their
it'll go in.
Yeah, that seems likely.
But
yeah,
I'm pretty
so everyone
surprised.
right now.
I'm pretty surprised by Noobshan, Shadow, and Hushraf.
Yeah, the top four not pitting is a little bit.
Ethan, I still
Curious, I
understand.
think,
Ethan is 6 lap old tires. It didn't really make sense for him to pit. Especially Shadow. Shadow started on the softs. He pitted for the mediums then. Shadow could have easily gone for another set of fresh mediums.
Yep, could have.
Even Hushraf, no, I'm not sure actually. Did Hushraf pit lap 1? Seems like it. He has
did.
12 lap old tires.
He did pit on lap 1, which should have had damage of some kind.
It's confusing.
Alright, so I think except for the top 4 and maybe Azul, no one else, and Stretch. So that's 6 drivers, so half the field. Oh, Kill Bill Pandey has left. Okay,
He had already
retired.
left quite far back.
I got alarmed for a second what happened with him, but thankfully. And Smith is asking a very important question: how many safety cars are possible in a 50%
Smith.
race? So Smith, we're already halfway through and I've had 3. I hope we don't get to 6 because
I
that
think we
would
can
really
easily
ruin the
get
racing.
8 safety cars on a good day.
Yeah, good day for whom? Right.
For
Right,
TBK,
so-
definitely.
All right, in the second sector now, and within a few seconds, we should be seeing that message pop up on our screen that the safety car will be in this lap and can go racing
Yes, in this
again.
lap. Okay, let's see. Hushrav is backing up quite nicely. I hope there's
So
no
both the
5 seconds
Alpines have
exchanging.
had, yeah, and both the Alpines. So it was Hushrav and earlier now it's Hushrav, earlier it was Kavodi, have had the honor of leading safety car restarts. Let's see what
L
Hushrav
plan.
does. El Plan, absolutely, El Plan. And Gustav seems to be giving the safety car some more leeway and some more gap before he starts to go
I
racing
guess the
again.
best position is to, just push out of the last corner.
Yeah, probably because the driver behind you can't really know when you are deciding to
I'm on board with
uh,
Ethan to
go this way.
see. And Hushrav has pushed. And he's gotten a great start. Almost a second off, which is decreasing, but it's still a good margin. Shadow, meanwhile, is quite close to Ethan. Noopshan dropped back quite a lot.
Look at Tanishq.
Oh, Tanishq, that's the Alpine attacking. That's so close. Oh my god, the heat. I am not sure what happened. I think that's for the race drivers and stewards to decide. But that was a bit sketchy.
And
Noopshan lost a
Ramonetic,
position. Ram already gaining places. The fresh mediums are working.
they are working a treat here. And within no time, I'm sure TBK will be on the back of Nopsan. So he has to be careful there.
Ethan has lost so much time to Usher. Even though Ethan has fresher tires.
Yeah, Hussav just caught him napping at the restart and is just driving away into free air now. And look at TBK just casually cruising up to the back of Nupshan. I want to see what happens.
Noopshan is going to be a sitting duck,
Yes.
honestly. And
There we go,
TBK
TBK
might
using his
get him.
back
Yeah, he's
wing.
going to get him. He didn't even have to use ERS. He's just faster. That just shows
That's
you
right.
how much of a difference there
He
is.
has- And now Ramanatich on the back of Shadow Sword. And this is going to be
He's going to get it
really
on
easy
the straight.
for. Probably not, because Shadow DRX has not been enabled yet. And
Ah,
Shadow
fair
Sword is
enough.
still getting slips
I often
from
forget about that. It takes time for the DRS to be enabled.
Yep.
It's good for Ram though. TBK is far behind. Kavudi is, you know, technically in traffic because of Noopshan. Kavudi makes a dive bomb. Yes, that's a dive bomb. That was a very controlled dive bomb. Like, that was a good overtake.
Yeah,
VFix,
and
meanwhile,
Shah
gaining
losing multiple
positions.
positions. Yeah, Shah lost a position to stretch as well as VFix. So that's him down into P10 and
Surprisingly,
has
stretch on the
now
softs
been.
not gaining as much as expected.
That's the track. It's very difficult to overtake on this track unless someone makes a mistake. Is he going for a move on Noob Shah? No, he does not. Stays behind. But he was very
Meanwhile,
tempted to go for a lunge.
TBK is catching up to Ram. Ram is right behind Shadow, desperately trying to get through. Will he? No, he's too far behind. Ethan
So
cannot for the life of him catch Hushrav. Hushrav is
yeah, it's
absolutely
looking tough.
flying.
And he'll be coming in a couple of laps or so for a set of softs. So
Ram is
stretch
so
assist
close at every corner, but the dirty air really gets him.
100% DRS for Ram. So it just does not need to
DRS
use
enabled,
it.
that's the news Ram wanted. He's definitely gonna get Shadow. Kavudi,
On this
meanwhile, out of
occasion,
traffic.
here goes Ramanatich and choose the inside
Oh,
line.
he
But has to
didn't. He
stay
didn't go
behind.
for it. He's patient. He can't risk it. TBK is catching up. He has to speed up. Ram has to get through here. That's so close. Ram is slowing down so much. I'm on board with him and I can see that he's lifting off. He's braking. And oh, there was contact. And Shadow's just not yielding.
That is some good racing, but on the traction, Ramanatich
Stretch already
should
everything.
be ahead.
It's so close. They're side by side. And technically speaking, Shadow's ahead, and TBK is in the mix. I'm
With
on
15
board with
seconds
TBK.
ahead.
Shadow's gonna lose it now. There's no way he can get it, but yeah, TBK is too far back. Oh, Shadow, that was a bit close, and TBK is not getting him. That was an amazing sequence of events. TBK with the dive bomb, that's close. Still kept it clean. TBK desperately trying. Shadow gets the DRS, TBK gets DRS as well. Everyone gets DRS.
Yeah, that was
That's
off
bad for Kavudi.
Ramanatich,
Kavudi can't
and
overtake Shadow now. He's stuck behind Shadow for a while. Will he get him though on this DRS trade?
yeah, he will.
Yes, he will.
There's a
He's
terrible
using
exit
his
out of
ERS. He
parking
has to.
around the
And the
outside of turn
dive around the
3.
outside. Oh, Shadow is defending so well. He's defending like a lion.
Against
And Alpine.
an Alpine. So
Good to
that's
see.
amazing.
A role switch. I was so engrossed in this battle, I did not notice that TBK is quite close to Ram now.
Yeah, he is, but Ramanatich is close to Ethan.
Ooh,
Oh,
Shadow at the
saw a
moment.
big moment coming out of that
Now
corner,
Kavadi's gonna
and
probably. I'm on board with him to see the left right. It's really amazing to see how these guys take it. No, it's just satisfying. Kavadi using his ERS, his DRS, everything. He can't lose any. He's a bullet through there. Oh, that was close. I got it from the wrong person. And it's 3 wide. What the hell? What happened there? Stretch artist.
came out of nowhere, that stretch.
I was
And
not
almost
expecting
made
that.
it work.
And Stretch got it.
Yeah, he did now.
That's the
Very
kind of
impressive.
racing we want.
And
Look at
Ethan
that
has been
Arai Kali fastest
overtaken
lap.
Just about.
VFix
Ramanatich
spun?
up into P2.
VFix spun.
Oh, VFX. Yes, he did. Did he have contact with someone? He has overtaken Noption there.
I am not sure.
And
And
now-
Stretch making a dive bomb on Kavudi. They had contact. Kavudi gets pushed off. Kavudi lost it.
Oh, no.
He hit Shadow.
He was coming back onto the.
He was
racing
coming
line,
back
I
onto the
think,
track and he lost it. He lost traction and he hit Shadow. That straightened him out actually. Oh, meanwhile
Shadow
Ram already
definitely
got
has been
Ethan.
damaged.
I'm so sorry viewers, we missed that. Okay, Sahil, we weren't aware that, the limit was capped at 4 of safety cars. So I hope we don't get any more.
Oh, Tanishq!
Wait, did I miss something? Oh, he spun. He's no wing. No,
That is
Tanishq,
Coming
no.
out of the left-right chicane. And
I'm telling you that chicane has
Noption, by the
cost
way,
too many
overtaken
lives.
Shadow Sword.
Safety
It's
car.
3 wide. This is also safety car. That has
How
been
many
the
is
saving
that?
grace
Is that the fourth
for
one?
Tanishq. That is the 4th one. Haussam in the pits. Perfect time for him. Absolutely perfect.
That's
Ethan in the pits as well.
Ethan.
Ramanatich
It's great for
stays
Ethan
out.
and
Stretch.
Hushraf. That's
Stays out.
stretch.
He's going
I
to
don't
the
think
end.
that's the best idea, man. You might have. You should have
Going to
pitted
the
for
end.
this. You should have pitted for fresh softs or fresh mediums.
And look at that. Hustav coming out in P4.
Everyone is
After
pitted
all
for fresh
that,
softs. Everyone has, right? Yes, everyone's pitting for fresh softs.
Yeah, everyone has pitted. Tanishq in the pits as well. And even though he will be losing positions, you can expect him to be very, very hungry for
At this point, all I
positions.
want to say is Kavodi and Ram might have just given up the victory.
Well, not really. Kavudi...
They're on 7 lap
Ramanatich
old
has-
mediums. Do you really think they can
Yeah,
defend
but
from
then-
fresh softs?
It depends if they can stay with. I mean, see, Ramanatich has Stretch and Kavodi as people who can defend before Hushrav comes charging. So,
Honestly, I think
don't
Kavodi is gonna let Hushraf go.
yeah, I mean, they're
Well
teammates.
planned.
So I expect Kavodi to let Hushrav go, and then
And I'm pretty sure
Hushraf will have to-
Stretch is gonna be really struggling. His soft tires.
he will definitely struggle. He will definitely struggle on his softs. So, but it is a 1-2 for Aston Martin, and it's a 3-4 for Alpine. So, I'm sure some team strategies will be at play, and it'll be
Definitely.
interesting to see how this works out.
The
In what I
funniest thing is
hope is the
it's
final safety
Vivix
car.
is getting saved by the safety car.
That's some league director privileges right there. Of
Yeah,
VFX, but
one safety car got messed his tire strategy, and the other one saved him.
right. So Shai is on the mediums, and I'm assuming
Wait.
he may
I'm a
run
bit
out of
confused,
softs.
Malav. Could you clear this up for me? How does TBK? Oh, he has a 3 second. He got a 3 second, man.
Yeah, he did. He did get a 3 second. Black Charizard is in the pits, by the way. Sorry, Azul is in the pits.
Is he? What is he
Why
doing?
is all in the pits?
What tires is he gonna go for? Wets?
Another softs.
Okay.
I don't
Is he just
really
flaunting
understand
his
that.
softs?
I think does he have a challenge with someone about more pit stops? I think that's the only way I can explain that.
What
Pit
about
stop,
Shah? Why is
but
Shah still on mediums? He does. I think he might not have a fresh pair of softs.
yeah, that's likely. I think he did qualify. Not sure where he qualified, but
I am not sure either, honestly.
yeah. So safety car should be in this lap. 8 laps after this, and I expect Stretch to struggle, but also defend like a lion versus those charging Alpines.
Everyone except the Alpines are defending like lions. What is happening? Kavudi has 5 seconds though. You have to keep in mind Stretch has 3 seconds and Kavudi has 5 seconds. Mine just jumped a lot of people.
So the field has bunched up now, and we should be
I
seeing the
hope it
safety
comes in
car
this lap. We need as many laps of racing as we can.
before we get another safety car. You mean? And there you go. Safety car is in
Yes,
this lap.
together. I want to check
And
Sahil's facts. He's saying it's capped at 4. I say 5. There can be.
I'm sure Tier 1 will not disappoint Manan. And there will be another
I'm excited
crash.
to seeing tier 2. Malav, can you get off the finish line?
It's not possible. I mean, on this track, I have a very bad record.
Are we going to see
And
another Baku?
well, not Baku, but you might see another TBK out of turn 12 and 13. So
You never know. I hope not. I hope not.
let's see. Safety car restart. Ramonatich has not given a lot of time to the safety car, but he should still be fine for a proper restart.
He is
And let's
fine.
see when
He
he
is fine.
decides
The
to
safety
start.
car just went in. It was a bit on the edge and he started really late.
He's gone now. He's gone now.
The gap's
And
enough
here
and
is
the
Hushla.
and Alpine L plan.
Ethan comes out of nowhere there. Can he get Cody as well?
He doesn't. That's good
He
defending.
might. He just might switch back.
Oh, he
And
did.
there you go. Ethan on
Oh,
the
no,
P4.
Kavudi, no. No. He's fun.
That is stuff.
L
Yeah,
plan
it's
not
fun.
working.
Out of the window, L plan, and Hushram on the back of Stretch now.
That's so
This
close.
is going to be so
One
easy
wrong
for
breaking
Hushram.
point and Hushav's wing is gone.
Yeah, he has to take into account
You know, the softs
car
can't.
life of Stretch.
Yeah, he has to. He has to break earlier. He has to be more careful. This is close. This is damn close. Look at Ethan. Ethan is just waiting to charge.
Does he go
Hushrav.
down the inside, Hushram?
No.
He does not. Stays behind. He's trying his best to make his way past. And
Oh, Shadow, 3
gets a
seconds.
3 second.
For a second, I
Yes,
was scared. I
Hushrav
thought
is going to
Hushrav
go
got 3
for-
seconds.
No, he did not. This is not IRL Monza. And still staying behind. I think on the next lap, without DRS, Hushra will be getting past the first of the two.
Look
Aston
at
Martins.
Ram. Stretch is really being a Perez here. He's holding off Hushrav while Ram just pulls away.
It is Hushra now. It's 2.5
Actually, it's commendable to
tenths
Ram for
behind.
setting fastest laps on 10 lap old mediums.
I'm in free air right now, but once Hushra is through, and I expect that to be at least by the end of next lap. But here he goes. He will go round the outside.
He's not
of
waiting for the
Stretch
DRS and he gets it. Oh, that's close. Stretch
Brilliant
really
move.
pushing it.
What a move.
Stretch is still fighting. And he gave up. Yeah, he had to give in. But that was really good racing from Hushrav and Stretch. He was clean, it was
And he had to
respectable.
make that move. Now Hushra has 9 laps. Make that 8 laps because he
It's
will
6
not be
laps.
ahead by the end of 6 laps. That is the math.
Yes.
At 12:50 in the morning for me. 6 laps. Caesar, please don't hear that. But yeah, Hushrav into P2, and let's see what kind of inroads he
TBK
can
getting
make.
Black Charizard. I think he will. Black Charizard really pushing it. TBK, you could. Oh shit! TBK spun Black Charizard.
No. Is that a safety car? I hope not. Come
I
on,
hope
Gold
not.
Masters.
I
Please
said
listen
5,
to
but I don't
Sahil.
want the 5th one.
No. Please listen to Sahil. There you go. It's clear.
Yes, let's go, Sahil.
Unfortunate for Black Charizard. That is really unfortunate. And
That's for the
just ran out
stewards
of
to
room,
decide.
both of them. Yeah, just ran out of room, both of them. But either ways, Hushrav has just taken out
DRS
4
enabled.
tenths. Yeah, and DRS has been enabled, and Hushrav will have DRS on the next lap. So. Yeah,
Meanwhile,
let's see, 4 or
Ethan
5
is
laps.
pretty close. Does Ethan have DRS? No.
Yeah, it will be on the next lap.
Yeah, okay.
Or rather, the back straight.
Next straight, right?
Yeah, back straight. After the straight after.
Hushrav is.
That's what we have.
See, I told you, Hushrav is under a second. Now it's just a matter of overtaking.
Yeah, you are right. And Stretch, I want to know what Stretch does. Is he really going to the end? He's losing his car and has given a place to Ethan.
He had to.
So that is.
I think at most stretch. Oh, there's a battle going on. TBK getting past Noobshan. TBK and Noobshan really fighting for it.
Oh, there's a yellow flag. Is that Shah in the pits?
Yes, I think
Is that
Shah
Shah on the
retiring in the
track?
pit.
No, that Shah on the track is fun.
He's
And now he's back up into speed.
Kavudi
but
getting that
very
11th
good.
position.
Yes.
How the
Just
mighty have
about.
fallen.
Just about, yes. Kavodi's up into P11.
Hushrav is DRS
in
meanwhile.
DRS. Yeah.
It's getting closer. It's getting closer. Ram must be shaking.
Tanish will get straight assist on this lap. Maybe on
Let's
the
see.
straight. Let's see what
He
does.
got it. It's a clean overtake. No, Noobshan doesn't get it. Shah is retired.
He's back in the pits. Not in the pits. It's a safety car. It's a fifth safety car.
Yes,
no.
Sahil, you were wrong. I was right.
I am not happy that Sahil was wrong. I mean,
Hushrav must be
safety cars.
fuming.
That is half the race almost. Under safety car. I mean, come on, Codemasters. Please.
Sahil, what do you have to say for yourself? But the
my
funniest
God,
thing, oh,
Kavodi
Kavodi already. The funniest thing is Shah just retired, right? Shah could have gotten points almost.
Could have, but he lost the car in Sector 1. And
I can't stop laughing.
so how many sandbags does Sahil lose because of this?
Sahil, you're going
information
negative.
which he just shared with us.
Incorrect
And I think
facts.
Smith should lose some sandbags as well because he called us out.
Yes, Smith.
So, I think
Smith, I get you're a mod, but you're a new
I know
mod.
you challenged me. Yeah, I know you challenged me for qualifying tomorrow, but I think you should lose some sandbags just because of that. But,
Shadow,
I
you
don't
really
expect
want him
anyone
to go
fix.
negative, right? Shadow, I
Let's
don't
see
know
what
why I said
Stretch
Shadow.
does. Does Stretch go in the pits? Yes, he does.
You know what the funniest thing here is? TBK is P4.
Yeah, it's P4,
That guy has
but he
recovered.
3 seconds. Yeah, but he has a 3-second time penalty.
Stretch
so that
pitted.
hurt him at the end. Yeah, he pitted. He
Oh
was
my
on
god,
12
Azun, are you
lap
collecting tires to take home?
He's pitting again, this guy.
How does he have so
I think
many
there should be some kind of time penalties for Azun as well. If he pits for
He pits so much.
a lot of times, like more than 3 or 4 times, then we should start.
And
penalizing
we
him
counted
in
out
these
Stretch.
cycles.
Stretch is in the race now. He has fresh softs.
Yeah, coming out in P8, I think he has a time penalty to contend.
Let's look at the penalties. Okay, so
3
Shadow
seconds.
has 6 seconds. Shadow is gonna lose a lot of positions. Azun, Stretch, and Kavodi and TBK have 3 seconds.
Yeah, and VFix is now within a shot. At least for P4.
VFix in a shot
5
for a
seconds
podium.
Shadow. 5 seconds for Shadow as well as Noobshan for contact under safety car.
I don't see
I
any
wanna
damage
see
on either
if-
car.
Yeah, Shadow is the car behind. I'm checking him, but yeah, you're right. I don't think And look at how Smith has just changed sides so quickly. But Smith, I have taken screenshots, don't worry, and I'll be reporting you in the inquiry channel. But yeah, safety car will not be in. So this, in fact, are we going to get? Oh, this is interesting. You know why?
Is this gonna be Abu Dhabi?
No, because we might not get any DRS for the rest of the race.
Oh, we're not getting definitely.
Get DRS.
Definitely not getting any DRS.
Yeah, so what that means is Ramonetich might just be safe from Hushrav.
Oh, I don't know. 13.6. Look at 13 lap old medium, 6 lap old softs. Do you really think so?
Yeah, without DRS, it might not be that easy.
Because we saw quali, right? We saw quali. Ram was faster, but Hushrav was up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Shadow's in the pits. He wants to serve his 5 seconds.
I think it's a smart idea. You know, it's easier to overtake people, you know, then because it's all bunched up. If he doesn't do that, then he'll lose a lot of positions. Wait, is Shadow not gonna let us have any laps of racing? Is it possible that we end the race in safety car?
No, that's just not possible. I think it will come in at the end of this lap. As Shadow loses a position to Kavudi.
Kavudi is officially in the points.
Yeah, he is. But he might... No, he might not lose out anyway because Shadow still has a 6-second time penalty and Kavudi has just 3. So, should be fine. Right, so everyone except the race leader, Ramonetich, on the softs.
Madhav, I'm sorry, I would like to bring your attention to the fact that Azun has made 7 pit stops.
Oh my god, this guy. 7 pit stops.
I'm putting that in the Hall of Fame.
And it's P8.
I'm putting that in the Hall of Fame. Making the most pit stops and finishing in points.
Yeah, and you might just go for another pit stops and make it a record. It is already a record probably.
7 is definitely a record, man.
I might just stretch it, to more pit stops just to get that record.
He has a 3-second as well, though. He can't really risk it.
I'm just kidding.
Come on, safety car. Yes, safety car in this lap. Shadows regretting his decisions. Shadows regretting everything right now.
He'll catch up, but
no, he won't catch up. Unless until Ram slows down exponentially.
He will catch up, I think. Ram will have to slow down to get the safety car.
He will just catch up. He'll have the hottest tires though. So
let's see. I'm going on board with Ethan and let's see what the top 2 are up to.
Yes, Basil, we believe if you were racing, you would have won. Okay.
Alright.
Ram is taking it to the line.
Yeah, he is. He's gone now.
He's gone now. And there's a healthy gap to Hushrav. Oh, TBK on Ethan. TBK is pushing. TBK, will you see a dive bomb? No, he decides not to. That's close, that's close, that's so close. Oh, there's contact. And he got it. Oh my god, no. No, what the hell happened there? TBK has brute forced his way to the podium?
It's not gonna be podium. Expect VFX to be on the podium at this rate.
My god, no racing line on a podium.
Look at that.
Everyone's getting points. Everyone's getting points.
Yeah, everyone's getting points, you're right.
Hushrav is desperate.
Do here? Oh, this is gonna be so. There is no DRS, and this is.
It's painful to an extent.
It's going to be the end. Here he goes down.
He's going.
And he makes the
side by side through that. He got it. Ram is coming. Oh, no. Please don't go that close. Honestly, the things I've seen with TBK, I'm just... Oh, no, Ram. Oh, Ram had to give up. He didn't have the grip enough. The softs have more grip.
He had to make it stick. He knew there was no DRS for the rest of the race. And the first...
It's not over yet. It's not over yet, Malav. You do realize TBK is still going to attack Ram.
Yeah, I do realize that. And let's see... TBK has used up all his battery for this lap and he's outbroken himself. Ramonetich on Hushrav is using a lot of battery. I'm sure Hushrav is as well. Ramontic might just have to settle for P2 for
I think he
now. But
has to. It's
on
the
the back
last lap.
straight, let's see how close he can stay to Hushrav Lal. There you go. The soft tires. You can see the
It's an
advantage which
amazing
Hushrav
drive
is
by
getting out of
Hushrav.
that. Yep.
I don't. I think meanwhile Kavudi might just overtake Shadow.
Yeah, well, he's gonna finish ahead of
Okay,
Shadow
Ram is
anyway.
closing in.
No, I think that's done.
Oh, I
Hushrav,
thought for a second
unless
he
he makes a
was.
mistake. Yeah, he makes a mistake. It
I
will be
think Hushrav
Hushrav
is very
Ramontic.
relaxed and careful right now. He's not making a mistake. Okay, actually
And
he
there you
did.
go, Ramontic. What a drive through the
Oh
chicane
my
there. Is he going to
god, that
send it?
wasn't No, it's too
Oh,
early to
does
send it.
not.
He might send it in the next
Yeah.
corner.
Nah, it's done. I think Hushrav has the race win. VFix will be on the
Yeah,
podium
it's
because
done.
of time penalties for people ahead of him.
Let's
But
hope.
you know
So we
what,
don't know.
Nuksan,
Let's
because
see what it sorts out to. Vifix has gotten on
VFix,
track.
oh, Tanish retired.
What happened?
I don't know.
Tanishk, what did
But
you do now?
Hushrav
Oh,
wins. And that is VFix on the podium as well. Charizard into P4.
oh,
I
what
want to
was
know what happened with Tanish there.
Tanishk?
What
You would
happened?
have gotten a
Last lap.
P6 at least, man. Hushrav driver of the day, definitely. My driver of the day. He drove.
Yeah, what a drive from Hushrav. He had a 5 second grid, 5 place grid drop. I think he was down.
Vifix on the
also in
podium
top
after
10.
spinning and getting messed up by the safety car in every single thing.
Yeah, look at that. P12 to P1 for Hushrav. Ramontic was on pole, but finished P P2 and VFX on the podium as well with that P5. Now Nukshan, he might have a say in that. He has a 5 second, which he will probably take to
Interesting.
the stewards. But what a race! 5 safety cars out of 29 laps. Are
This
you not entertained?
I this was a roller coaster. Honestly, I'm just a bit heartbroken because of TBK. He gave us so much hope, Madhav. Then he just took it all away.
He
Cruel.
did. I was the happiest person on earth when he started on the hards. And it almost paid off. So, yeah, that was very, very interesting.
He does
Yeah, and
get points since he finished 95% of the race.
yeah, he does, but spun on the penultimate corner, TBK, coming out of the tight left-hander. But he still
Just
gets
a little
1
bit
point
more
for
patience,
all his
TBK.
tries.
Hoshraf gets the fastest lap as well by a margin.
Yeah, so that's maximum
So
points for Hushrav in the first race of the season.
it's Hushraf, Ramanitic, Vifix, Black Charizard, Stretch, Azun, Noopshan, Kavudi, Shadow, and then TBK. That's all that finished.
Do we
Could
get
you just invite
Ramontic,
Hushraf,
and
Ram,
Vifix?
and Vifix?
Yeah, let me do that. I'll first get Hushrav and VFX in because they are in my friends list.
Okay. That was an amazing race. I'll just
Can you
look at the
just
challenges honestly. Let me look at the challenges.
can you just tell me what the PSN is for Ramontic?
VFR underscore Ramatic something I think.
Okay.
So
VFR.
basically, TBK lost 200 sandbags. Racing Gupta lost 100 sandbags. Shadow Sword lost 50 sandbags. I think Ramanitic gained approximately 350 sandbags.
Wow, that's a lot of sandbags for him.
And technically speaking, I am not sure what they'll do with this. The funny thing is, Shadow bet system with penalties at race end. Shadow has 6 seconds, but system DNF'd without penalties.
Wow, that is harsh.
What
That
do you
will be a
do?
tough challenge to lose for Shadow. But what does the challenge say exactly? Does it say who finishes the race with
It
no
says
penalties or
penalties
less
at the
penalties?
end of the race, so I think system wins.
Oh, that's lawyered. That's lawyered. Otherwise, I think Hushrav has joined. So has VFix. So
We
let's
should start with
Manan. I
VFix.
think. Yeah. Why don't you start, Manan?
VFix, can you hear us?
All right, Manan. Your
Okay.
question for VFix.
I actually can't hear VFix.
Hello, hello.
Yes, VFX, I can hear you now. So that was a hell of a drive. Take us through your race, finally on the podium.
Yeah, very weird, unusual. I have no words. I spun turn one, lap three or four it was, and unfortunately that did cause HVP to DNF because it was right in the path of my car, which didn't ghost for some reason. Even though there was like a 3 second interval between me being there and then the car hitting him. So apologies to HVP for that. Then I had sidepod damage the entire time this race. So I think I spun again later on. But towards the end, I mean, this guy, TBK was just clearing all competitors at the end. So that made it very easy for me to get a podium. And then he ended up DNFing like right last corner. So yeah, I think congrats to Hushrav and Rahman because I think they're having a hell of a battle up front. But yeah, I think this is not the luckiest podium ever.
Yeah, definitely. But like it was a great drive from you as well, VFX. We heard from Jin that you were driving without the racing line and finishing on the podium without the racing line. That's commendable.
Oh no, I was just doing qualifying without the racing line. So I qualified fifth, which in and of itself I didn't expect to even qualify that high up. But race I just turned the racing line on because I didn't want to punt anybody out, which I kind of ended up doing to HVP. So sorry about that
Well,
again,
that's
HVP.
fair.
So what can
Racing
you say?
incidents happen. So Ramon, can you hear us?
I
He's
don't think he's here, man.
VFX, if you could add Ramon if you have him.
I have added him, Ramon, but I don't know if he has got to invite or has he changed his settings to only friends can invite him to the party. Then in that case, right. So until that happens, Manan, let's have a chat with Hushrav as well, who
Yes, Hushrav,
probably
that
arguably the
amazing
move of the
drive.
race.
Hushrav, that win. It was honestly us in the comms box. We were just so amazed, and we were still to the end fighting who will win, Ramon or you. It was to the edge. Just get us through your race. The five place grid penalty in quali, and just running through the
was
field. How was it?
honestly it's weird even being on the podium, let alone first, because oh man, it when people say their races went wrong, my went wrong much before the race even started. My qualifying only went wrong. I set a decent lap on the mediums, very solid lap. Then got a 5 second 5 place pen on my end lap. Both my next soft runs invalidated at turn one itself. So I had to start, I think, P12. Lost places of the start. Got wing damage when the safety car got called out because I was yet on the straight and the safety car got called out and everyone ahead of me just broke. So I had no front wing, had to pit or lap on. Took those mediums right till the final safety car, and honestly, had that safety car not come out, the safety car that came out on lap 14 or 15, I was contemplating whether to just box and go for hards. But then Shadow was like, no, 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 stay out. Like, I'm sure another one will come. And I was like, there's no way another safety car is going to come. So I was just trying to take the mediums to the end after that point. And I think I would have maybe got a podium had another safety car not come out because Ramon would have got past me, obviously. But I think I would have kept the others behind. But thankfully, that safety car came out and then I had to make the moves. I think Kabudi was nice enough to let me by. And then I had to pass Ramon, obviously. And I forgot, I think I passed the McLaren, if I'm not mistaken. Or Naston, I don't remember who it was. Both of them were, I think, the best moves I've made in league racing. So, pretty happy with the race.
Yeah, the moves you made were actually pretty ballsy and they were really clean. We were really excited to see them.
No, I realized because on both the moves, I think I had to end up making without DRS. In fact, I don't know if y'all caught that on stream, but just before the final safety car got called, I was side by side with Ramon. So I felt like I was going to make the move there. And I had DRS that time. So I figured even if I don't get him here, I'll get him on the next lap. But then once the safety car came out, it was actually really bad for me. And it was really lucky for him because he ended up not having to worry about me with DRS because the last two laps were without DRS. So I knew I had to make the move in the corner and it had to be like a brave move. I knew I couldn't just wait for a straight line DRS pass. So yeah, I had to be adventurous with it, but I'm glad it paid off.
It definitely did. We were contemplating that, and if you want the clips, they're on stream.
I will check them out. I have my footage as well, so I'll edit it and I'll make a highlights video of it probably.
We look forward to seeing that. Malav, do you have any questions for our drivers?
Nah, just to both of them, I think Khusrav and Vijay, they have taken us to the race, but did the amount of safety cars, I think 5 to be precise, was it frustrating because that's practically half of the race under yellow flags?
Look,
I mean,
honestly,
it's
I
league
don't-
racing. I'm literally
Yeah.
prepared to. I'm literally conditioned my mind to thinking we'll have one racing lap on certain occasions. Because I have been in races with them in like 6 safety cars, so this is nothing new for me.
It was weird to call because I can tell you maybe I wouldn't have got the race win without the safety car today. But then at the same time, I think some safety cars in this race worked against me. So I think it all balanced out at the end. So it is frustrating, obviously, when you don't get enough racing. But on days like this, you're just happy the safety car comes out at the right time for you.
Yeah, I mean, I was even more of a beneficiary than him. I think if it had been clean flag race, I don't think I would have even. I think I would have been last. I was losing like a second and a half on laps where I couldn't burn my ERS just because I had so much damage. So yeah, I'll take it.
Honestly, we were just surprised to see because you had spins as well. I think just after the spin of yours, the safety car came and you. That's why you had a really good position as well. So the safety car saved you. And I think there was one situation where you just pit for mediums and the safety car came out. It was pretty
Yeah,
confusing.
but I'm happy either way for that because that's 100 sandbags for me, given the guy who DNF'd there. So
There was a lot of exchange for sandbags. I think Ramon has gained an amazing number of sandbags, 350 to be precise. It's unfortunate that he can't join us. We would have really liked to interview him because he had an amazing race. But yeah, that's the end of the first race of the season. It's LOS Season 2, Tier 1. The first race in Australia just ended. You can join us tomorrow for Tier 2. So we'll be racing at the same time, I think. So yeah, Malav, do you have anything to say?
No, that's it. Congratulations, VFX, Ramanatich, and Khusrav, and good luck in China.
Thank you for viewers. We'll see you next week, tomorrow actually.